Why do you need my name?
Because you're standing on private property.
No, I'm publicly accessible areas,
No,
surely.
this isn't public access.
Of course it is, open to the public.
No, it's not.
Well, you'd have your gates there, wouldn't you, otherwise?
This is not. This is our property. Legally, we've got title to.
Right, but it's publicly accessible. I can walk in there if I like.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't. Private property. Signs over says you can't.
But I can. It's public. It's open. It's publicly accessible. You don't understand?
This is for access. There's a sign that says you're not allowed to access this property.
Where's the sign saying I am not allowed to access? Where?
Private property, no trespass.
I'm not trespassing. If I was walking there, I'd come down to reception or something like that, wouldn't I?
Can I help you then?
The moment an auditor enters, the front desk cries trespass, waving a private property sign as if that settles everything. But a sign alone doesn't dictate access. What matters is how the space is managed. With no fences, locked gates, or guards, anyone can enter until explicitly told otherwise. And businesses that routinely welcome visitors or deliveries can't label every newcomer an intruder. Walking openly down the main hallway shows respect for the property's flow, not defiance, turning the trespass claim on its head. Lawful entry follows the guest path, not the hidden corners where true intruders lurk.
Give me a tour. Can you give me a tour around?
You can't have a tour around this. This is a private property.
Okay, I'm only asking. I'm just.
What is your name, please?
Do I have to give you my name?
If you don't have to.
Okay,
I'd like to know you.
I decline to give you.
You'd like to come to our property and have a tour, so I'd like you to know your name.
Well, maybe if you invited me in for a tour, then maybe I would give you my name.
But we don't do tours because this is a private business.
Oh, fair enough then. That's fine. That's okay. So I'll stay outside and just do as much video as I can see from here.
You're not allowed. I understand you want to do take a drone picture as well.
Yes. I get some aerial footage. Yeah.
You can't. It's illegal.
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 Where do you get that from?
Where's your license?
In the UK, the Civil Aviation Authority doesn't require a license for drones under 250 grams flown recreationally or commercially in most open spaces. Rules focus on a drone's weight and type of operation. This means an auditor flying a DJI Mini or any sub 250 grams model can legally operate near factories or similar sites, as long as basic safety guidelines are followed. Many businesses act as though they control the air above their property, but CA regulations apply everywhere. Unless the drone is in a restricted zone, such as near an airport or military base, there's no legal basis to force it to land or stop
The
filming.
license, it wouldn't be illegal.
No, you need to have a license to have a drone.
Do I?
And then yes, you do. And then you have to have approval to go over private property.
Where? I think you're mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken.
Where are you reading that from?
It's illegal. You can't go in a drone.
I think you're making. Are you just making that up?
I can come to your house, take a drone, and hover over your window.
Absolutely can, yeah.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay, well,
But this isn't a residence, so this isn't a private residence. I mean, obviously there's privacy issues with the house.
So I'm just politely warning you that
Yep.
if you, I've already called our security.
Oh, right, okay.
If you put the drone up, I will call the police and we'll take legal
The drone will
When
absolutely.
it comes to drones, the Civil Aviation Authority focuses on weight and flight type, not whether someone objects to being filmed. A sub 250G model, like a DJI Mini, can operate in almost any public space, even near industrial sites, as long as safety rules are followed. Airspace is regulated by the CAA, so unless a drone is in a restricted area, such as an airport or military base, no one can legally force it to land or block its footage. Too often, staff assume that complaints or the presence of police automatically override a pilot's rights. In practice, officers frequently arrive unprepared, side with the business, and waste time on calls where no law has been broken. Better, training on drone regulations and clear on-site procedures would prevent these unnecessary confrontations and keep everyone on the same page.
So the reason we've been called is because the facility here, they've called with some concerns of you've been flying a drone, potentially planning to fly a drone over their facility. They've noted obviously the fact that they've got quite flammable materials, machinery and stuff is quite expensive and obviously could cause some damage. They're worried obviously if you were to fly a drone over their property and it was to malfunction for some reason or other,
Right.
then obviously it could cause some serious damage or risk or harm to others.
So why is that a police matter?
But obviously if you were to cause damage with that intention, that would be a police matter.
Intention? I won't intention it to let me drone.
I'm not here to cause a bother or
Yeah.
fight. I'm just wanting to know what you're doing here and what your intention is.
An officer warns that the drone could crash and cause harm. claiming this justifies police intervention. But potential risk alone doesn't make a lawful flight a police matter. When the auditor asks why it's an issue for law enforcement, the officer cites the possibility of deliberate damage. Intentional harm is, of course, illegal, but there's no indication of that here. Flying a drone safely and within the rules isn't suspicious, and using hypothetical risk as a reason to intervene is simply a weak and unfounded excuse.
Yeah. I understand it was something to do with the YouTube channel or something.
I explained
like that.
everything to them, and then they still called the police. So, did they ring 101 or 999?
That's 101.
Oh, good, thank God for that. It's not an emergency.
No.
So, okay, so
What is your purpose? It's for a YouTube channel, I understand.
yeah, just go around doing making videos of companies I found interesting. So yeah, do that really, and fly my drone and get some drone footage and stick it all together. I explained everything to them, and they wouldn't have it.
Right, okay.
He's just saying you're not, it's illegal. He went and looked at the CAA rules, and he came out saying you can't fly within 50 metres and all this. But
I'm assuming that's what you were all planning to do, is obviously within those, outside of that 50 metres, is that?
no, not at all, because mine's a 249 gram drone, so therefore my drone doesn't fall foul to that rule.
Officer insists the auditor keep his drone at least 50 meters from the factory. But the auditor calmly explains that rule only applies to drones over 250 grams. His DJI Mini weighs less, meaning he can legally fly closer as long as it remains in sight and avoids crowds. This should have resolved the issue immediately, but instead it highlights a bigger problem. Police often respond to drone calls without proper training. When officers aren't familiar with aerial regulations, routine checks turn into awkward lessons. Better education on drone and photography laws would save time, reduce friction, and keep everyone focused on real safety concerns.
With our drones, so
It does say within the 50 metres of people or building.
nope, not on the CA.
Right.
So drones under 250 grams can fly within those.
Right, okay. And obviously within that as well, obviously if it's got a camera, I'm assuming you're adhering to obviously GDPR rules and stuff like that as well.
I'm exempt to GDPR because I'm not registered on GDPR and I'm not a corporate company. So all mine is citizen journalism and it is just for public interest. So GDPR don't apply.
Officers and businesses often assume that anyone filming in public must comply with GDPR. But in reality, the UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act 2018 apply only to organizations that collect or process personal data, not private individuals. Recording for personal, journalistic, or recreational purposes. If someone is filming from a lawful position, whether on foot or by drone, these rules don't apply. This misunderstanding highlights a significant training gap. Rather than treating every camera as a potential data breach, police should distinguish between corporate data collection and personal photography, allowing them to focus on genuine privacy concerns and avoid wasting time on baseless objections.
What drone is it that you fly, sorry?
So it's the DJI Mini 3.
Right, okay. I'm assuming that is under the...
That's it's a 249 gram drone, yeah. Do you want me to show you? I can show you.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I'd like to show you. I like to stay within everything I do. I do this all the time, so everything I do is within the bounds of the law.
Yeah.
So he pulled out the wrong law, unfortunately. There you go, 249
Oh, it
grams.
says on it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because they need to keep them under 250. That's the whole idea of that drone, is to get under that 250 gram rule, you see.
As I understand it as well, that I know obviously you don't have to do the flight course or flight test that comes with it, but if you are flying it with a camera, you still need to register for an operator ID. Is that the case?
I do, yep.
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you see that on the? There was a. I'll show you again.
Yeah, oh sorry. Yeah, it was on there. I did.
Yeah. So you have to have it visible on the drone as well. So if you look, so there's the operator ID. So I won't give you any more than that.
You're not allowed to allow me to read it or show it?
Have I broken any law?
Well, I just wanted to see what it was.
It's your operator ID.
Yeah, no, but
Well, you could identify me through that.
Yeah, but that could be a number of letters or something. That
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I've not broken,
to provide me with the operator ID.
do you think I've broken any law?
No, but obviously what they're saying here is obviously it's their private property.
Yeah.
You're wanting to fly over their property, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously to do that, you should identify yourself when asked.
No. Not
Why is
really.
that?
Why should I? I'm a member of the public in a public area. Why should I
Yeah, but
identify
you're
to someone?
filming over a private land that they've asking.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Ideally,
matter.
you should respectfully should ask for that.
Even after the auditor presents his Civil Aviation Authority operator ID, the exact legal proof required, the officer leans in, scrutinizing every detail as if wrongdoing might appear. Despite having all the information needed to confirm the flight is valid, he refuses to back down. When asked whether any rules have been broken, the officer shifts to an emotional argument, claiming that filming over private land requires permission out of respect. In unrestricted airspace, however, respect is not a legal requirement. And no regulation forces a pilot to seek a business's approval before flying. This appeal is purely emotional, with no legal basis, intended only to unsettle a fully compliant operator.
This way, so if I've got a light aircraft or a helicopter and I fly over here, do I have to ring every single company saying I'm flying over your business?
No, because that's within over 400 or 400 metres plus, isn't it?
A helicopter?
Yeah,
No
but they're
chance.
not filming as well.
I can go 120 metres.
Like I said, I'm not here to cause a fight or bother.
Yeah, but you're making rules up, so...
I'm not making rules up, am I?
Right, I think you are.
What rules have I made up there, sorry?
That I have to seek their permission to fly the drone over their building.
Obviously it's good to do so, isn't it?
Well,
Keep that report.
that's-
You're a member of the public and their business trying to do their day-to-day work.
Yep.
Obviously, it would have been nice
Right.
for you to go and say, can I have this permission? And they'd turn around to you and say, ideally, no, they don't want you here, do they?
So reverse to that is, I'm a member of the public trying to do my piece of work, they should just leave me.
The officer then defends the staff, claiming they were just doing their jobs and that the auditor should have asked permission before filming. However, courtesy cannot override the law. Operating from public ground or flying a sub-250G drone in unrestricted airspace does not require consent. The auditor calmly points out that he is also fulfilling his duty and that it is the business, not him, that is attempting to block lawful activity. Expecting a fully compliant operator to accommodate a company's feelings when it has no legal authority over the airspace is unreasonable and unfounded.
Okay.
Works both ways, doesn't it? So they should respectfully leave me alone to get on. I think I've had to wait for you guys. He said I've rung the police, so I waited. I don't want you chasing me around
What
the
is the
estate.
plan of action and how long are you meant to be here?
I'm going around all the estate. I'm going to do as many as I can, many buildings as I can, so you probably get more calls. I don't know.
Right.
You recording the conversation?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Should you not have told? Should you not have retold me?
No.
Yes, you should. I think it's, yes, it is. It's in your policy to inform them.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It is. It's in your
It's
check
not.
your policy.
It's not unexpected when dealing with emergency service that we will be recording.
This is not an emergency. This is not an emergency, though, is it?
I'm an
So
emergency service worker,
Right.
so like I say, I can go to any incident I'm called to and activate my body-worn camera. I don't need to tell you that it's activated.
right. What did you mention earlier? GDPR.
Yes.
How do I know that you was recording? How would I know that I can now
Like
get
I
hold
say,
of that?
it's not unexpected when
No.
dealing with a
Wrong.
person of
Incorrect, officer. Incorrect, I'm afraid. You are.
Officer's stance directly contradicts College of Policing guidance, which requires officers to inform someone they are being recorded as soon as it is safe and practical. Instead of acknowledging this, he stubbornly insists he is correct. Even with all legal rights on his side, the auditor challenges him. You mentioned GDPR earlier. How would I have known you were recording? I could request that footage. The comment lands hard, exposing the hypocrisy of an officer eager to enforce data rules on others while ignoring his own duty. It's a clear example of ego taking precedence over policy.
You see the signs on there that they say video
Yes.
in operation. They've told you they are recording. You have to tell me you're recording.
I don't.
Right, okay, check it. Read your rules.
I will do.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think you do.
That's fine.
I think you do.
I don't. Like I say, I'm not here to pick a fight.
Right.
I've just come down here on the basis of what they've said. They've got concerns for the risk of their staff and their employers.
Right, from a man with a camera.
You were sorry?
From a man with a camera. So what is the risk?
Like I say, they thought, or their rationale to us,
Mm-hmm.
was that if that drone were to malfunction over their property, it could cause significant damage or risk to others.
Okay, but that's my responsibility.
Yes,
Yes, and I have insurance for that. If that did happen, I'm insured.
the public liability.
I have public liability insurance, yes.
Public liability insurance protects drone operators if an accident causes injury or property damage, covering third-party claims so they aren't personally liable. While not required for casual recreational flying, it is highly recommended for commercial or journalistic use. By holding this insurance, the auditor demonstrates a commitment to safe and responsible drone operation, prepared to manage any potential risks.
So I'm fully insured, fully licensed. I do this all the time. I wouldn't do it illegally because that'd be silly. You guys would be arresting me every minute, wouldn't you? You know, so I do it all legally. I've got to mention that thin blue alarm badge as well. I've got to mention the thin blue alarm badge. That is not standard uniform.
Okay.
So that shouldn't be on there. That's offensive for me.
Why is it offensive?
Because that's about the officers that have fallen in the line of duty, and more private citizens are being killed by officers than have fallen in line of duty, and you can check those statistics. So that is offensive and it should be removed. Could you remove that? No? Okay. So that is not standard uniform. Answer me that one.
It's a charitable organisation.
Is it standard
It's showing-
uniform?
my respect to other officers.
Is it standard uniform?
It's not issued to me by the police now.
Thank you. Shouldn't be on there then. I'm offended by that. Please remove it.
Thin blue line patch was originally created to honor fallen officers and symbolize unity within the police force. Over time, its meaning has become more controversial. While some view it as a symbol of pride, others see it as fostering an us versus them mentality between police and the communities they serve. Critics warn it can be used to shield officers from accountability and resist public scrutiny. Recognizing these concerns, several police departments have banned the patch, emphasizing that maintaining community trust and approachability is more important than any emblem.
Why you're trying to hide your identity and you're not willing to give me any of your personal details?
All my videos are faceless, so I always keep it like this, so faceless. He comes out with his camera, he's videoing me.
Right.
So I don't want him knowing who I am. Your van pulls up with China windows, if I'm videoing that, it could capture my face. So it just saves me having to do a load of...
Give me your details, like it's for no reason other than we log it down, and then obviously if in future we can contact you rather than having to appear in face, we can give you a call for all I know.
No, I'll decline that request, so yeah, I haven't broken any laws, so I don't need to, do I really? So...
Like I say, as long as you're fine and happy that you're not going to cause any further injury, then
absolutely, yeah,
you'll be fine. Like
yeah.
You're not technically committing any offences as it stands at the moment, but just, like I say, just be respectful of others as much as you can.
But they have to be works both ways. They have to respect what I'm here to do.
Done to you.
Oh, he's not been bad. Don't get me wrong. He's not been bad. But what I'm saying is that I'm here to do what I'm here to do. He needs to respect that of me. He can't understand that I'm allowed, as you know, to video anything I can see on my arms from a public area. I am allowed to fly my drone over. The CAA regulates the airspace. It is not a no-fly zone, so I can fly here. It's not a problem. I'm liable for any issues if it falls out the sky. I have insurance, etc. You know, so I'm totally legal what I'm doing.
I'll go speak with my colleague.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, absolutely.
With the officer finally gone, this episode highlights how quickly misinformation can escalate. Rather than checking drone and filming regulations, the front desk called police, assuming enforcement of rules that don't exist. Officers arrive and search for reasons misapplying GDPR, airspace limits, and private land claims. Even after verifying valid ID, the officers sided with the business, demanded identification, and suggested asking permission out of courtesy. This wasn't about enforcing the law, it was about control. Despite clear facts, he refused to acknowledge his errors, relying on faulty reasoning. The incident underscores the importance of recording police interactions. Without footage, officers can misstate the law and pressure compliant operators, potentially halting lawful activity simply to appease a business.